Okay, so we are moving on to number 14. This is subtraction. Numerators are just monomials, so there's you don't need to put it in parentheses. The denominators are not the same, so we need to do the dots this time. So 4x x minus 7 minus 3x over 2x minus 14. Okay, so let's factor this out. X minus 7 is just by itself. So x minus 7 inside of parentheses because it's a binomial. 2x minus 14, you factor out the 2 and you have x minus 7. Copy the numerators. Okay, let's do the dots. You have x minus 7 is 1 dot and then 2 is 2 dots. Okay, so now you will have all the common denominators. So you have 2x minus 7 and 2x minus 7. Then we will copy the numerators and then we will do the circle. Okay, so this is that. So therefore you need to multiply this one by 2. And this is all of that. So you just copy that. And so now we will extend this as if it's one whole fraction. So, one denominator, 2x minus 7 here. And so now the top is 2 times 4x, that's 8x, minus 3x. And then you can combine the numerator. So combine the numerators and see if you can cancel it with any in the denominator. And you should be set to find the correct answer. All right, I'm going to answer a few here. So these questions, I think that you can do that, you can do that, you can do that. Okay, so I think you can do this as well. So this one, this and that, they're pretty much similar. Okay, you have two different types of denominators and they're not the same. So you let's practice doing the multiply twice by the two denominators. Okay, that's just one way. Okay, there's so many ways to solve this, but for now we can do it that way just to practice. So I'm gonna try let's try number 17. So you have 5 over 2x minus 1 over x. Um, equals 6. Now, technically, you can multiply the whole thing by 2x and all the denominators will be gone, okay? So, or you can multiply it by x and you can multiply it twice, 2 and then x, okay? So let's try 2x first. Multiply it with the biggest denominator there is. So 2x and x. So let's try that. We will multiply this with 2x and we will multiply this with 2x also. So this fraction needs to be multiplied with that and this fraction needs to be multiplied with that, okay? So when you multiply the first one, the 2x times 5, I'm just going to write it out, okay? So 2x times 5 over 2x, right? So that's why we know that the 2x will cancel out later on. Okay, minus 2x times 1. So I'm just actually multiplying it over x equals, then you multiply this, then you will have 12x, okay? So on the first fraction, this first fraction right here, you can cancel it a bit just within the fraction, okay? Anything that is common. So this and that and that. So therefore, what's left on the first fraction is just plain 5. Okay, all right, minus. Now this other fraction right here, you can also cancel things out within that little fraction, okay? So this x and that x will cancel out. So therefore, all you have left is just 2 times 1 over 1, which is 2, equals 12x. So now you can have 3 equals 12x and you can solve for x, okay? So you can do that. Like for instance, number 18, you can multiply this with a bigger fraction, which is 9x, and see what happens. Okay. Now, let's try number 20 though. I would like you to do number 18 on your own. Number 20 is 2 over 5x minus 5 over 3x equals 4. Okay, so now we will try this with the bigger of two denominators, which is 5x. Okay, and we will multiply the other side with 5x as well. So when we do this, okay, I'm gonna write them all out. So 5x times 2 over 5x, okay, minus, multiply that also, 5x times 5 over 3x equals, multiply that, you have 20x. Okay, so within this little one fraction, within a fraction in itself, you can cancel if there's anything the same. Okay, but if you have something like this, I don't want you to get confused with this. So x minus 2 over x, you can't really cancel this because x minus 2, that is a binomial. That's not a multiplication within themselves. Them, okay, so but for this example that we have here, you have 5x times 2. So 5 in x and 2 are all multiplied to each other. 5 and x in the denominator also multiplied with each other. So this 5 and this 5 will cancel out. That x and that x will cancel out. So on the first fraction, you only have 2 left. Okay? Minus. Now this one fraction here, you can also cancel things out that are the same. So this is 5 times x times 5, and this is 3 times x. So the x is in here, thus x is also in here. So therefore you can use that one. So you have 25, because that's 5 times 5 left, over 3 equals 20x. Well, you're still stuck with one fraction. So we will multiply this one again with the same denominator, which is 3. So multiply that, multiply that, multiply that, okay? Or you can put that here. So now you have 3 times 2 is 6, minus 3 times negative 25 divided by 3. That this 3 will cancel with that 3. So you have 25 equals 60x. And from here, you can continue to solve. Okay. So I think you can handle all the rest of the problems. So try it, and I'll see you next time.